part of my investigation?
Yes. Say this blanket represents all the matter and energy in the universe, okay? You, me, everything. Nothing has been left out, all right? All the particles, everything.
What's outside this blanket?
More blankets, that's the point.
Blanket's everything.
Exactly. This is everything, okay? Let's just say that this is me, right? And I'm, 60-odd years old, and I'm wearing a gray suit, blah, blah, blah. And let's say over here, this is you, and you're, I don't know, you're 21, you've got dark hair, etc. And over here, this is Vivian, my wife and colleague. And then over here, this is the Eiffel Tower, right? It's Paris. And this is a war, and this is a museum, and this is a disease, and this is an orgasm, and this is a hammer.
Everything is the same, even if it's different.
Exactly. But our everyday mind forgets this. We think everything is separate, limited. I'm over here, you're over there, which is true, but it's not the whole truth, because we're all connected. Because we are connected.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, now, we need to learn how to see the blanket truth all the time, right in the everyday stuff. And that's what this is for.
Why?
Why what?
Why do I need to learn how to see the blanket thing all the time in the everyday stuff?
When you get the blanket thing, you can relax because everything you could ever want or be, you already have and are. That sound pretty good?
Sounds very good.
All right, get it.
If I took away all labels and we took away all language, what is human? When we take away the label of human, for me personally, what comes is God. Take away the label human, take away the language, the label human. For me personally, I don't know what you experience, let me know in the comments. Instantly, I experience God. I'm not a human. I'm not brown skin or African, Caribbean, Afro-Caribbean or whatever name or label. Just presence, just God. Everything is connected. Everything is one thing. And we're out here trying to be more and more separate from the truth of who we really are. And I've been doing it for years. You know, I started a business many years ago, over 17 years ago now. And I was chasing my dreams. And life, or God, reminded me that this is not the way. You know, it is the way for me to realize it's not the way, but it's just not the way. Right? It's the way, not the way in perfection. Right? It needed to happen to support me in realizing who I really am. But basically, I had goals to make money. I had goals to travel the world, and I've done all of those things. And it's such a beautiful thing, and I still do it now. Right now, I live in Bali, Indonesia. And I have the luxury of working from home, making videos like this, contributing, and reminding people who they really are. I didn't get here by accident. I got here through a lot of trial and tribulation, a lot of trauma, a lot of hardships, a lot of positive things too, a lot of learning, a lot of experiences. All of these experiences, if I look back into my memories, all of these experiences were nudges or even punches to remind me that I am source, that I am the universe, that I am God, and there's no separation between me and the thing. It's to take back sovereignty and to realize that I'm connected to everything, and that the more of us that experience this, I was going to say energy, or experience life in this way, the matrix has to crumble. The matrix cannot exist in the same form anymore because people are not plugged in, right? I'm using the eyes here because the eyes is the window to the soul, right? We're not plugged into the matrix. When we open our eyes, it's like instantly plugged into the matrix. We see things like external. Okay, there's a wall over there. There's a computer over there. There's, right, instantly separation. This is another person over here. This is my children. This is my mom. This is my father. Separation, separation, separation. You close your eyes, you can't see any separation at all. You can't see separation at all, right? So we are a reflection of our external world. And what we're seeing on the outside is what we are seeing within. So two different people seeing someone dance, those two people are going to see that person dancing in a different way. Their hormones, their biology, whatever it is going to react in a completely different way. Their psyche is going to react in a completely different way. So who's seeing it in the true way? Neither of them are seeing it in the true way. Unless they are realizing that this experience is one, right? Presence. Only in presence can something be seen in the same way. That whatever you're looking at is you. There's no separate you that needs to manifest. There's no separate you that needs to fall in love. There's no separate you that needs to travel the world. There's no greatest version of yourself. How can the greatest version of yourself exist in presence, in God, in source? It cannot. Because it's infinity, it's infinity, it's infinity. So if you are infinity, there's no greatest version of yourself. You are the truth right now. Maybe your skills and your psyche and your mindset hasn't caught up with that yet, right? It's just not seen in this world yet. You still haven't manifested the skill set for wherever it is that you want to do, but you are him, you are her. There's no separation. The doubts, the fears, the anxieties that says that this is going to be difficult, hard, or I don't know if I can do it. The fear is all the illusion of the mind, the narratives, the stories. You have your goal, you have yourself, and then you got all the things between you and the goal. All the things between you and the goal is an illusion. It's your mind creating narratives and stories about it. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right opportunities, the right people, the right circumstances. Why would we allow this to stop us from reaching the goals that we want to reach? Now, obviously, in certain situations, there are real life obstacles, right? Real things like, I had a client the other day who takes care of his father, right? He takes care of his father full time and doesn't have much time to do whatever it is wants to do. But I also showed him at the same time, you are creating a narrative around taking care of your father. And I explained to him that he could start putting money aside to travel because he wants to travel. And just the intention of putting money aside to travel, even if it's 50 cents or $1 a day, start the savings account, start the process of initiating the reality that you want, right? Again, with law of attraction and manifesting, I'm okay with the woo-woo. I'm okay with the spiritual. But also, I understand there's people in the world that live in very challenging world. They live in a very challenging world. And how can you say to them, hey, law of attraction, your way out of this situation, right? I'd rather tell and remind them who they really are, that they are source, that they are God. Goals and things that you want to manifest is a luxury, right? It's a privilege that we have choices and opportunities and stuff like this in wherever we're living. If you're watching this video right now, I'm sure you have opportunities that you could take advantage of. It's just about thinking outside of the box. Everything else is a lie. And if you want to continue learning about practicing presence, I created a newsletter where you can get emails from me on practicing presence and making it a part of your daily life. So you're operating from I am him, not I am him based on ego, but you know what I mean, right? It's spirituality without the narrative, without the stories, without the beliefs, without the ideas. Right? Even the idea of its spirituality itself is putting us into a box, and its limitation immediately. And I'm saying to get rid of all of that. Drop spirituality, drop the law of attraction, drop into who you really are. That you are everything, and you're not in one single place. You are the TV, you are that person over there. There's no difference between you and that. You are energy, right? When you take a drop of water, you drop it into the ocean, it becomes the ocean completely. And you cannot find that drop of water once it's inside of the water, right? And I'm saying to drop into the water of the universe and become one with everything. And that is realizing who you really are. And when you operate from that space and you practice being in that space, you've taken back your sovereignty, and you are impacting the world in a very, very powerful way, directly, if you choose to, and indirectly, right? And it's a beautiful thing that we are doing and learning and discovering through practicing presence. Will it change your life? Absolutely. And it will assist you in manifesting your life as well. Okay, so check the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.